Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. Yeah, today we are continuing our endless survey of Schubert, who wrote endless quantities of music. I mean, given the fact that he was like 31 when he died, kind of amazing. And I'm going through this, and there's some composers that you really just kind of accumulate because they're marvelous and lots of people did lots of good recordings and you just don't want to get rid of them, but you really ought to. Well, you should. Anyway, oh my word. So we have a big clump of Schubert to do, and let's see. Well, here's today's clump. There's the clump. And we're starting with a still wrapped spare Lauren Moselle complete early Berlin Philharmonic recordings. This is one of those things. Remember, I did a little talk on what do we do, the conundrum? What do we do with our extra box sets? We have so many of them. When new box sets come out, well, of course, all the DG stuff with Lauren Moselle came out, and this is all in it, but I never knew if this was going to exist. It was such these were real rarities when they got boxed up and came out, and I figured, well, I might as well get an extra just in case. Well, now I have extras. And the reason I have this under Schubert is because it contains Schubert Symphonies 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the unfinished, along with a lot of other very good stuff. But the Schubert was really beautiful. I mean, they were beautiful, beautiful performances. And so, well, I have an extra one. And that's that. Then we've got Schubert Sonatas. Oh, no, these are the 10 symphonies with Mariner and the Academy of St. Martin in the Fields. Good, nice, clean, uninteresting performances, by and large. The reason to have this was because it had the completions of all of those other Schubert symphonies. Should I turn this light up a little bit? I feel shadowy. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's even better. Okay, there I am. I know I have this sun coming out of the bald spot. I have to try and illuminate this. It's not as easy as it looks, guys? It just isn't. Anyway, the reason to get this is because it has all the completions of all of the unfinished symphonies. There were like 3 of them. There's more than you think. And you get, I think the Grand Duo is in here somewhere, isn't it? Oh, let me see. Symphonies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 symphonic fragments, realized by Brian Newbold, Symphony number 7 in E minor. Number 10, realized by Brian Newbold. Then we've got the great and symphonic fragments in D major. Okay, so the Grand Duo isn't here. The one thing that should have been. Anyway, it's kind of crazy because, I don't know. No, it's not. I just want to make sure. All of these fragmentary things are interesting to hear. None of them are really convincing Schubert symphonies, but the realizations are kind of fun. And, well, there you go on 6 CDs. So I hung on to that. I mean, you keep that for its novelty value. It has value. It's a novelty. Here are the sonatas with Uchida, Mitsuko Uchida on 8 CDs, along with the impromptus and other things. Some of these performances are absolutely gorgeous. Some of them I found a little fussy, like the great C minor sonata. What's that one? D958 or something like that. Is that the one? Yeah, 958. But the other ones are quite beautiful, and they have their fans, and I want to have them because she's a very heartfelt and serious pianist, and I enjoy her. And the impromptus were gorgeous. I remember those particularly as being lovely. So yeah, we keep that. Then we got another symphony cycle. This one, this is Muti with Vienna Phil. This was shockingly good. I've talked about this cycle before because I also have it in its original EMI little box thing. And they licensed it to Brilliant Classics, and now it's in the Muti box. It's back, and who knows if this is even still available on Brilliant Classics. I have no clue, but the performances are really splendid, taut and exciting and gorgeously played, and really a shocker. I mean, Muti's Vienna Phil recordings got like no attention, but the Schubert was great, and Mozart's symphonies were great, and there were some other things too. I mean, really some fine stuff. And here we have, let's see, what's this? Oh, the great E-flat Mass, along with the Offertorium, Intende Voci, and the Tantum Ergo. These are late works, by the way. Some of them are anyway, with Helmut Rilling and the Helmut Rilling people in Stuttgart. Pretty performances, nice performances, although the big box of Schubert's Sacred Music with Savalas is probably the one to get. But this is very, very nice to have. What a lovely work it is. People don't know it at all. Toscanini. This is also, I have elsewhere, so it's like still in plastic. On Testament with the NBC Symphony. The Symphony No. 2 by Schubert and the Joachim orchestration of the Grand Duo. Yeah, that's why I wanted this. Absolutely. This was issued by the estate of Arturo Toscanini in 2006 on Testament. Oh, they're wonderful performances, of course. I mean, it's Toscanini. What do you expect? Oh, this is great. This is the Staatskapelle Dresden and Herbert Blomstedt doing the unfinished, no, number 6, pardon me, because he did a whole cycle. This is part of his cycle, which is wonderful. But this is Symphony No. 6, but Dvorak 8, a fabulous Dvorak 8. I kept it for that. Principally, although I filed it under Schubert. There may be another one under Dvorak. Who the hell knows? I mean, I'll find out when I get to Dvorak, right? Richter doing Schubert piano sonatas, D, 575, 625, 664. Didn't I already talk about this one? It's right up there. Oh, I have no idea. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It's Richter, it's Schubert. You have to have it, whether you like it or not. String quartets, volume 3 with the Kodaly quartet on Naxos. Quite a decent Schubert quartet cycle. I collected Schubert quartets at one point. The results of that are spread out all over here. So I hang on to those, as a matter of principle. Schubert's 4th and Schumann's 4th with the Concertgebouw and Joachim. Yeah, the Joachim Philips stuff. Of course, the Joachim Philips stuff, I think, is in another Joachim box now. Somewhere, I'm pretty sure. It somehow got boxed up somewhere. I have to go check the Joachim boxes. But I got this. This was a Japanese Philips. See, it's Japanese. It's got like kanji things all over the place. Yeah, so that's why I got this. And, they're beautiful performances. Absolutely lovely. Joachim was just so wonderful. Then we've got the Karajan Schubert Symphony Cycle on EMI with the Rosamunde Ballet Music and the Rosamunde Overture, which is the first thing I think I ever played in the symphony orchestra, playing timpani. The overture to the Magic Harp, actually. Oh, this also has Der Freischütz and some other things. Karajan didn't really get along with Schubert terribly well. This was not something he recorded 50 times. He did do 8 and 9 a couple times. And I liked this EMI 9th. He didn't. He didn't like the work. He really didn't. It really kind of defeated him because it wasn't something that he could Karajanicize. It didn't work well to, spreading an oleaginous layer of string gloop all over it all. It doesn't work at all that way. So he didn't do it 400 times. But when he did do it, it was pretty good, actually. Schubert String Quartets 13 and 14 with the Tokyo String Quartet and RCA on RCA. Very good performances. I mean, that's why I keep them. The Trout. Oh, the Trout. This is on Virgin Classics, which is now Errado or whatever, with Frank Braley and Renaud Capuçon, Gerard Cosset and Gaudier Capuçon, Alois Bosch. Yeah, very good Trout. Also with the variations on Trockene Blumen and the Litany auf das Fest aller Seelen for violin and piano. Litany from the Feast of All Souls. It's 1 minute and 47 seconds of litany, so we're okay. And here we have, on Denon, Schubert, the Schubert Violin Fantasy. I collected every recording of the Violin Fantasy I could get my hands on at one point because it's such an incredible work. And it was hard to find, and people didn't know it. We talked in a previous video about the Gideon Kramer version. Remember that? So we've got the Arpeggione Sonata, arranged for viola, and the Rondo in B minor for violin and piano, and then the Fantasy in C major, D934, Opus Posthumous 159. If you don't know this violin and piano thing by Schubert, you must listen to it. It's exquisite. It's glorious. And that's it for this clump. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.